Welcome to Exercise at Home with Balanced Body. I'm Elizabeth Larkam. You can see from our mandala that introduced this series that now's the time for the petal of the mandala that deals with the energy field. Let's just say that you are home, maybe in front of your computer screen. Maybe you've turned your computer off and you would like a reset. Let's do that now. Rub your palms together. Warm up your palms. Place one palm on your chest, your sternum, over your heart. Place the other palm on your lower abdominal area, between pubic bone and navel. Close your eyes. Rest your eyes in the recesses of your eye sockets. Hover your brain back and up, resting the brain towards the back of your skull. Now, change your palm orientation such that your left palm is low on your abdominal area and your right palm above your sternum. And notice, which palm orientation do you prefer? Do you prefer right palm low and left palm higher on the sternum, or vice versa? You choose the orientation of your hands that you prefer. Easy now. Open your eyes. And with both eyes open, glide your gaze to one corner of your eye sockets, as if your gaze were to lead your head, your neck, your ribs, your torso, to turn to see over one shoulder. Exhale to come back to the middle. And then eyes glide to the opposite corner of your eye sockets, and you turn your head, your neck, your shoulders, your ribs, your thoracic spine to see over the other shoulder and come back to the middle. Changing your palms up any time that it suits you. Close your left eye, and as you inhale, it's your right eye that crosses the midline to see over your left shoulder, turning head, neck, shoulder, ribs. Exhale to come back to the middle. Close your right eye, open your left eye, and now it's your left eye that glides towards the right corner of your eye sockets, and you turn your head, your neck, your shoulders, your ribs, your thoracic area, all the way down. Come back to the middle now, and rest your palms on your thighs. Now, having addressed the field around your eyes, around your head, your neck, let's address now each of the pulse points of your fingers. Using the fingers and thumb of one hand, wrap your hand around your other thumb. So you encircle your thumb. Rest your tongue in the floor of your mouth. Rest your eyes in the recesses of your eye sockets. Close your eyes and focus on the feeling of your thumb that's being encircled. Feeling for a pulse in that thumb. Now, opening your eyes if you'd like to see, use the same hand, the same thumb, and encircle your thumb with your encircling hand in the opposite direction. So if your palm was up before and your fingernails towards your face, now turn your palm down and your fingernails towards the ground. Close your eyes and listen for the pulse in your thumb that's encircled. either opening or closing your eyes as it suits you. Change now so that the same hand is encircling a new digit. That would be your first finger, your index finger. As you feel or listen for the pulse in your first finger, rest your tongue at the floor of your mouth and rest your eyes. Turn your hand the other way, palm down, encircling your first finger and feeling for the pulse there. Change now to your third finger. Encircle your third finger, warming up your middle finger. Sorry, I called it third. Warming up your middle finger now. Resting your tongue, resting your eyes, feeling for sensation or a pulse in this third finger, and including in your awareness the sensation up through your arm into your shoulder of the hand of the finger that's being encircled. Change. So you encircle the other direction, back of your hand towards the ceiling, noticing for differences in the feeling of your shoulder girdle, the feeling of the orientation of your ribs, turning towards the hand that's being encircled or away. Change to the next finger, the ring finger, the one that's next to your little finger. Inhaling lightly through your nose and exhaling lightly through your nose. Feeling for the pulse point, the pulses, the rhythm of the pulse in your ring finger. And change now. So your palm aims down, your fingernails towards the ground, encircling your ring finger. And now encircle the little finger, covering the little finger, tongue resting at the floor of your mouth, eyes resting in the recesses of your eye sockets. Breathing lightly through your nose and appreciating the sensation, noting the sensations through the arm, up into the shoulder, to the side of your neck, the side of your ribs, of the hand that's being encircled. Staying with this same hand, bring all the pads of your fingers and thumbs together to touch. And then the hand that's been doing the encircling, the encasing, circles around, cradles that entire aspect of your fingers of your hand. Inhaling for a slow count of 6. And exhaling for a slow count of 6. Change the orientation of the cradling hand, feeling for a pulse, a rhythmic sensation in the hand that's being encircled. Open your eyes now, let this go, and if you're at the end of your attention for this particular type of activity, it's fine. You could certainly give a stop now and go on about your next practices, your next tasks to do, having had this reset moment. If, however, you have the time and the attention, the interest in doing the other side, we'll do the other side now with some additional cues. So, Encircle your thumb with your new thumb with the new hand, resting your thumb in the palm of your hand, wrapping your fingers around your thumb, and bring the encircling thumb, the cradling thumb, at the top, so your entire thumb is warmed in the palm of your hand. Tongue resting at the floor of your mouth, chest bone lifted, eyes resting in the back of your eye sockets, imagining a big empty space behind your eyes. Listening, feeling for the pulse in your thumb. Change the orientation of the cradling hand. Lightly through your nostrils, inhaling, and lightly through your nostrils, exhaling. Change now to cradle, to wrap, to encircle your first finger, your index finger. As you breathe lightly for a count of 6 through your nose, and lightly for a count of 6, you exhale. Change the encircling, including in your awareness the sensations that are present in your the arm that belongs to the encircled finger, all the way up into your shoulder and your neck. Change to the middle finger now, encircling that, including in your awareness the movement of your ribs, of your thorax on the gentle inhalation and the ease of exhalation. Feeling for the pulse, the rhythmic sensation. Change to your fourth finger, encircle that finger. And on the exhalation, your ribs descend in the direction of your pelvis. Change the orientation of your circling hand. On the inhalation, there's a tidal, T-I-D-A-L, a tidal motion of your ribs. And a tidal motion of your lungs, meaning a surge and a decline. And then change to the little finger. And change the encircling. Finally, bring the pads of your fingers and thumbs together, wrap them in a warm cocoon from your other hand, cradling the fingers and thumb of one hand with the entire other hand. Realizing that since the moves themselves are not complicated, that all you need is time and maybe a little bit of space, a little bit of mental space, quiet space. Press the pads of your fingers and thumbs together. Have your thumbs rest at your xiphoid process. And recognize that you can do you can practice any aspect of this anytime it suits you, when you're in a Zoom meeting or when you're waiting for an online session or online meeting to start. When you'd like a little intermission between your tasks, then you can encircle your own fingers, listening, feeling for a pulse point, and breathing gently in and out through your nose. Thank you so much for joining us. Wishing you well, and looking forward to being with you next time on Exercise at Home with Balanced Body. Bye now.